of your health.
Hi, I'm Brett with Central Cremation Center, and we proudly serve all of Central Illinois. We offer the most affordable and convenient arrangements in the area with plans starting at just $795. Many of our plans are available by clicking our icon at DeWittDailyNews.com.
News time is 7 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Tuesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 8 o'clock newscast, streaming to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. 2018 was the last time DeWitt County created a plan for the future, and a DeWitt County board member believes it's past time to get a new plan rolling. At Monday night's DeWitt County Land Use Committee meeting, Patrick Ryan inquired about a new comprehensive plan. DeWitt County Administrator Dee Dee Rentmeister explains the effort includes bringing together a steering committee and having a third-party group called TESCA survey DeWitt County residents.
They actually sent out surveys. They went and talked to Farmer City. So you'll see on the steering committee, there's the Farmer City administrator was on that. Every member of the RPC was on the steering committee. Then Shelley Finfrock from Soil and Water, she was part of the steering committee. So we had representatives from Clinton and Farmer City, the county board, and then several of the big businesses in the county. They sent someone to be represented, but TESCA actually did a lot of the legwork. They sent out surveys. They went and talked to, like you'll see on the land use maps on future developments, there's future developments. They talked to like Kenny, what they thought they'd like to see in some of their abandoned buildings, what type of development they'd like to see in those. So TESCA went and like I said, they went out, they did sent out for surveys, questionnaires went out, and then they compiled that. And when they would certain stages, when TESCA had the information in a certain stage, and they brought that information and then shared it with the steering committee.
Creating a new comprehensive plan is not cheap, and Board Chair Joe Whitty, who sits on the Land Use Committee, felt using funds from the sale of the Clinton Lake Marina, which were intended for economic development, would be a good use of those dollars.
So, to me, the demographics and company names is probably not enough to spend the money to get the thing updated. But if the content and our plan is, vision is somewhat needs to be modified, then it makes sense to look at what's it going to cost to do this again, maybe in fiscal year 26. So the comprehensive plan, we consider that. I guess you got a lot of money in the economic development fund. In theory, if we want to, we could probably tap into that.
It's a good use for it.
Exactly. We got to find a thing for it.
Yeah.
It's promoting. It was designed to promote the county
for development.
For development.
Yeah. And where should it happen, and what should be in those areas.
The committee decided they'd like to reach out to TESCA to see if they would once again be interested in assisting with the comprehensive plan. They hope to soon create a new steering committee as well.
I guess make a recommendation that we at least begin the process as to
forming a
how to go about it. Look into who's going to lead it, I guess, and how it gets done.
Well, should we reach out, see if do we have a good experience with TESCA?
We did.
If the answer
I probably
is,
still have the guy's business card someplace in my business file.
they've got the.
I can't think of it, but no, they were really easy. I thought they did a good job because they took a plan that U of I students first started, and so they took the old comprehensive plan. They took what the U of I students kind of put together, and then just really, and they had very good references too, which is why we picked them. Of doing other comprehensive plans for municipalities and counties.
Due to the structure of the agenda for the meeting, the committee could not make take any action or make any recommendation to the full board. February 1 was the best case scenario for the completion date of the latest project at Warner Hospital in Clinton. Paul Skowron is the CEO of Warner Hospital and Health Services and indicates they hope to have the new west side entrance complete at some point this spring.
The west side entrance, that'll be the new entrance for the specialty care clinic. Our best case scenario was that it could be open by February 1, and that was based on more moderate weather than we had. As a result of the very cold weeks, we had to postpone some of the work. Now, we're going to have a warmer week coming up here than average, so we'll be able to resume. So our new projected opening date is no later than April 1. April 1 is getting the specialty clinic entrance open in the spring is very important because on May 15th, we are going to have a health fair / open house. And so that'll be the culmination of a lot of construction activity, a platform that provides better service for the patients. So we'll both be highlighting, we haven't had a health fair in 2 years, but we'll also be highlighting all of the new entrances and facilities and services that we've been able to construct for the last really 5 years. So we'll be able to show off our expanded emergency room, which is double the size that it was previously, as well as the new specialty clinic entrance, and give a tour of the entire hospital.
The city-owned hospital had good fortune with weather before January, but a cold and wet January held things up. Skowron notes they were able to make good progress in that time.
The steel frame has been installed before the weather got bad. Much of the concrete had been installed. The street has been resurfaced, but the last piece of concrete for the ramp that will allow wheelchairs to be use wheelchairs to get into the entrance there, that had to wait. So now that the steel is up, as soon as the weather breaks here in the next couple weeks, we'll be able to start installing the remaining sidewalk and ramp, as well as the frame for the outside, which will cover patients coming into the entrance and will provide the structure for the sign that says Warner Specialty Clinic that you'll be able to see coming from the west.
According to Skowron, there's been a lot of concrete work done in that area.
The sidewalk and the curb was recut to allow for that. So it was cut in a little bit, and then it was cut down where the wheelchairs will be able to come in. And so all of that is designed for folks to be able to park in the new specialty clinic parking lot right next to it with the electric chargers, as well as drive right up to the sidewalk and let their patients out and get in a wheelchair immediately and roll in up the ramp.
Skowron looks forward to the return of the health fair in May and being able to utilize the new parking lots. 6 candidates are on the ballot for the April 1st special election for the vacant seat of mayor in Clinton, and WHOW is inviting the public to attend a mayoral candidate forum on Wednesday, March 19th at 6 p.m. at the Clinton High School Auditorium. It'll be broadcast live on the Big 1520 AM, 92.3 FM, 106.5 FM, WHOW, and all of WHOW's digital platforms. Each of the candidates has been invited to share their thoughts and feelings on the issues of the day in Clinton. WHOW News and Program Director Seth Lawrence will moderate the event. Clinton's mayor seat has been vacant since the summer of 2023. The April 1st election is for the unfinished term of Roger Cerulik. The forum again takes place Wednesday, March 19th at 6 o'clock at the Clinton High School Auditorium. If you cannot make it in person, hear it all on the Big 1520 AM, 92.3 FM, and 106.5 FM, WHOW, and all our digital platforms. Every other year, the Harlem Wizards come to Clinton for entertaining basketball, and on the WHOW Morning Show Monday, Executive Director of the Vault in Clinton, Tammy Wilson, told Regional Radio this year the Harlem Wizards return in April, this year at Clinton Junior High School. But first, she needs the community's help to build a team and needs volunteers to help with the events.
We had the Harlem Wizards back in 2023, I guess, and then we've got them back this coming April. Going to be at the junior high this year, and it's April 17th, which is a Thursday night, and I believe that's the day before Good Friday. So we do need a team. We've got to get a team together. So we need 25 people to play the Harlem Wizards, and typically it's been our community members, teachers. The kids love to see their teachers out there on the court risking their life and limb to play the Harlem. So we have right now, I think we've got about 10 people committed. So we need 15 more adults that would be willing to to play.
Okay.
Actually is like super fun. So we need people to play on the team, and then we also need tons of volunteers for like ticket check-in, concessions, souvenir. They bring all their souvenir stuff, and it's fun to buy Wizards paraphernalia. So anyway, souvenirs, and then our players. So
the event is a major fundraiser for the Vault. The funds come from the event sponsors and ticket sales, which begin in March. This goes towards supporting the Vault's programming.
The sidewalk and the curb was.
It is a fundraiser for us, a major fundraiser for us, actually. And so we get sponsors. So we're going to be, checking in with businesses and people to sponsor as well. And then it starts at 6:30. Tickets will go on sale, I think sometime in March. I'm assuming in March. And those will be pretty much probably online tickets. I think we had some paper tickets on sale, but mainly online, I believe. And then, so people can buy, I think there's like courtside tickets. Generally, it goes into our general fund, just to fund all our programs and staff, utilities, whatever it is that we need to keep going. And last time they came, I think it was close to 20,000 that we made.
Find more information about the event and the Vault's programming at thevaultclinton.org or find them on Facebook and Instagram. 18 minutes after 8 o'clock on this Tuesday. Time now for a look at this morning's obituaries. 63-year-old Julianne McKee of Mount Zion passed away February 5th at her family residence. Services for 63-year-old Julianne McKee will be at 11 a.m. Saturday at Calvert Funeral Home in Maroa, with Scott Marsh officiating. Burial will follow at Maroa Cemetery in Maroa. The visitation will be from 10 to 11 a.m. Saturday at the funeral home. Memorials can be directed to the American Diabetes Association. 76-year-old Mark A. Smith of Argenta passed away February 25th at his home. A celebration of life for 76-year-old Mark A. Smith will be at from 5 to 7 p.m. Monday, February 17th at Calvert Funeral Home in Argenta. Online condolences can be made at calvertmemorial.com. 96-year-old Shirley V. Oakes of Maroa passed away February 8th at Liberty Village in Clinton. Services for 96-year-old Shirley V. Oakes will be at 11 a.m. Friday at Calvert Funeral Home in Maroa, with Reverend Mary Alice Cunningham officiating. Burial will follow at Maroa Cemetery. Visitation is from 10 to 11 a.m. at the funeral home. Memorials can be directed to the Maroa United Methodist Church or the Larry Peasley Memorial Scholarship in care of the Maroa Fire Department. We stream to Facebook and YouTube, brought to you by Peterson Insurance, your Pekin insurance agent in Clinton. Sports is next on the morning show, followed by a look at network news and that weather forecast.
Hear Clinton Maroon live play-by-play this season on WHOW, the Big 1520 daytime, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County and 106.5 in Bloomington Normal all the time. Plus, streamed at DeWittDailyNews.com on the WHOW mobile app and Amazon Alexa. Plus, hear a best of Clinton sports broadcast Saturday mornings at 10. All brought to you by Keith Wade, your country financial representative, Studio 505, and our exclusive sponsor for our player of the game, Surf Pro of Piatt DeWitt Counties, the leader in fire, water, and mold restoration.
Farmers deserve nothing less than the best to keep their operations growing. We've believed that since opening our doors over 40 years ago. At AgroLiquid, our team of experts work with you to formulate a nutrition program that connects your fertilizer needs with your cropping goals, merging agronomy with economics on your farm. Get solid agronomic advice and positive results that'll make you a return on your fertilizer investment. Find your crop nutrition expert at agroliquid.com.
SIU Family Medicine wants the best health for you and your family. Be a champion. Protect your loved ones. The SIU Center for Family Medicine of Lincoln is accepting new patients. Click their icon at DeWittDailyNews.com to schedule your appointment.
DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police blotter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
Here are the contest rules for WHOW and WEZC Radio. We allow only one winner of any prize from either station per household in a 30-day period. Prizes can be picked up by the winner at our studios inside the Big Red Barn 4 miles south of Clinton on U.S. Highway 51 within 2 weeks of winning. Our office hours are weekdays from 8 till 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Employees of WHOW, WEZC, and their families are not allowed to participate in our contest. Thanks for participating and for listening to WHOW and WEZC.
For real people.
With SRN Sports, I'm George Williams. In NBA action last night, Luka Doncic makes his debut with his new team, the LA Lakers, scoring 14 points in limited playing time alongside LeBron James and company. The Lakers defeating the Jazz 132-113. LA currently running fourth in the NBA West, 10.5 games back of the conference leading Thunder. The Thunder played last night, defeating the Pelicans in a rout, 137-101. In overtime, Kings down the Mavericks. Then you had the Cavaliers over the Timberwolves. Hawks beat the Magic, Spurs over the Wizards, Nets down the Hornets, Celtics beat the Heat, and it was the Warriors over the Bucks, and the Nuggets routed the Trailblazers. NCAA Top 25 basketball, number 6 Houston beats Baylor, number 23 Clemson. After beating Duke, they beat North Carolina last night. Auburn's still at the top of the poll, and Alabama moves up to number 2. SRN Sports. Well, the NHL would be playing its All-Star game around this time, but they have adopted a new tournament, a Four Nations face-off is what they're calling it. A year away from the 2026 Winter Olympics in Milan, the NHL is playing this international tournament fielded by players in the league. And so you're going to have a game tomorrow night featuring Canada against Sweden, then it'll be the USA against Finland. So Canada, Sweden, USA and Finland making up the 4-team matchups. It's a round robin. And then Saturday, those teams will switch up. And then the next third set of games will be on Monday, with the title game being played next Thursday. The events will take place in 2 great hockey cities, Montreal and Boston. And as they say, tune up for the Olympics. And the Philadelphia Eagles planning to celebrate their Super Bowl victory over the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll have a parade on Friday, Valentine's Day. This is SRN.
Time now for a look at sports. I'm Seth Lawrence with this report. Clinton started slow and could not recover as Mount Pulaski defeated Clinton 52-41 in non-conference high school girls basketball action on Monday night. The Lady Maroons fell behind 14-7 in the first quarter, but played almost even the entire rest of the way with the Lady Hilltoppers. Clara Dempsey was the only scorer in double figures with 14 points. Reagan Filkin added 9 points. Clinton falls to 23-6 overall. They have a quick turnaround when they travel to Cerro Gordo tonight. Monticello picked up a momentous win Monday when it beat Tolono Unity 44-40 in overtime in Illini Prairie Conference high school girls basketball action at the Seaver Center in Monticello. Allie Widener scored 13 points with 4 steals, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Megan Allen added 12 points and grabbed 6 rebounds for the Lady Sages. Monticello went an impressive 13 of 17 at the foul line. They're 18-10 overall and finish the Illini Prairie Conference 6-3. They will travel to Williamsville tonight to finish the regular season. Clinton girls softball registration deadline is fast approaching. The deadline to sign up for this year's season is February 21st. Clinton Girls Softball Association is for girls ages 3 to 15. Ages 3 to 6 play at Wapella Park, while 8U, 10U, 12U, and 15U will travel within the Central Illinois Youth Conference League. The cost is $30 for 4U and 6U, while the cost is $80 for 8U, 10U, 12U, and 15U divisions. Limited scholarship opportunities are available. If you're interested in playing, there will be uniform try-ons at Wapella Community Center on Saturday, February 15th from 9 to noon, and Thursday, February 27th from 5 to 7. Raffle tickets are also distributed at these times. Practices begin in early April, and opening day will be Saturday, May 3rd for all divisions. To get signed up, visit ClintonGirlsSoftball.com. You can also find the Clinton Girls Softball Association on Facebook. Any questions can be directed there or by email at clinton.cgsa@gmail.com. Get sports anytime from your computer or mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Chip Flory here, the host of AgriTalk, the nation's longest-running agriculture talk show. I'm here to remind our listeners on Central Illinois' agriculture station, WHOW, that you can hear our show weekday mornings from 10 to 11 on WHOW's many platforms. On the Big 1520 across Central Illinois, 92.3 FM in DeWitt County, and now on 106.5 FM in Logan County, and on the WHOW app. AgriTalk on WHOW.
Veltima fungicide outyields the competition by an average of 7 bushels per acre. But you've never been average. The only competition that really matters is you versus you. And with the performance of Veltima fungicide from BASF, you can take your best results even further. Beat your own record. Get every bushel you deserve. And make this your best season yet with Veltima fungicide from BASF. Always read and follow label directions.
This is Seth Lawrence, News and Program Director for WHOW and WEZC. We take pride in being Clinton and Central Illinois' local radio stations each and every day, 7 days a week. What does local news mean? Here's a sample.
It was time for a change. It's time to hand that over to someone else. I'll be coming over here across the street and working with the city and take Taylor's place. And
even outdoor pets, there ought to be a place for them to come inside. So making sure that they get out of those frigid elements and inside to appropriate shelter.
And ours was selected, and we're very excited. The program is called Bringing the Universe Home.
And we're shooting for the bank to be open mid-May.
You hear the local people that make the news every day, 7 days a week on the Big 1520 AM, 92.3 FM, and 106.5 FM WHOW, and on your easy choice for soft hits, 95.9 FM WEZC.
With SRN News, I'm Rich Thomason. The European Union leadership vowing retaliation after President Trump imposed higher tariffs on imported steel and aluminum. It's the dead of winter. People across a huge swath of the country are feeling it, with snow and ice spreading across a vast area. The National Weather Service says today